My elderly neighbor left me her house and her will, but the real inheritance was hidden in the walls. I never planned to befriend Mrs. Sullivan. She was just the 83-year-old who lived next door, the one neighbors complained about with her overgrown yard and pewing paint. But when a delivery guy left her groceries at my door by mistake, I caught a glimpse of her life. Hyder noodles, canned soup, the cheapest bread. It bothered me all night. The next day I brought over homemade lasagna. I made too much, I lied. Her hands trembled as she opened the door, suspicious at first. Her living room was immaculate, but stuck in 1975, plastic-covered furniture, faded photographs, an ancient dong. Nothing like the hoarder situation everyone assumed. I don't need charity, she said sharply. It's not charity if you listen to me complain about my dating life while we eat, I replied. That began our Sunday dinners. For 2 years, I'd bring food and she'd serve life lessons with her brutal honesty. That man's not worth your time, she'd say about guys I dated. He doesn't look at you, he looks at his reflection in your eyes. When I lost my job during layoffs, she taught me how to grow vegetables in her backyard. When my car broke down, she showed me basic repairs using skills from her days working in her husband's garage during the war. Women forget we used to know these things, she'd say, her arthritic hands guiding mine. She never mentioned family. When I asked, she changed the subject. The morning I found her passed away peacefully in her sleep, I sobbed like I'd lost my grandmother. The police couldn't locate any relatives. A week later, her lawyer called me. Mrs. Sullivan left you the house, he said, sounding confused himself. She updated her will 6 months ago. The inheritance tax would be substantial, but even with the needed repairs, the property was worth more than I'd ever dreamed of owning at 29 while cleaning out her bedroom closet. I noticed the wallpaper was peeling oddly. Pulling it back revealed a small door. Amplified was a metal box containing a journal, photographs, and yellowed newspaper clippings. Mrs. Sullivan had been Sarah Kellington, a renowned civil rights attorney in the 1960s who went into hiding after receiving death threats for defending black activists in Alabama. The journal detailed how she'd changed her identity and disappeared from public life, leaving behind recognition and a claim for safety. The box also contained stock certificates, hundreds of them, for companies she'd invested in decades ago. IBM, Kogo, Microsoft in the early days, Meta Wealth to establish the foundation she'd outlined in a letter addressed to me. Use this to help people who need to be seen, she'd written, like you saw me. I launched the Sarah Kellington Foundation last month, providing legal aid to those fighting for justice. The house is now our headquarters. Sometimes the most valuable inheritance isn't what's written in a will, it's the wisdom hidden within the walls of a life fully lived.